That is Lil Maina featuring Scam Cardinali Maji kwenye club, kickstarting the show for us. Good evening and welcome to Pump Up the Baze right here on baze.co.ke. They call me Mr. Billy and I'm with you on your airwaves from 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. on Nothing But Great Vibes as I usher you into the weekend and as we kick off the dust of the past week. It's been a long week. Plenty of things have happened, but we are glad it's the end of the week, the 13th of September 2024. And today, by the way, marks the second year of the reign of His Excellency the President William Ruto. So on the 13th of September 2022, he was sworn in as the 5th President of the Republic of Kenya at the Kasarani International Stadium. So sahi ako miaka mbili into the job. My manzina feel like, hey, time imeenda pole pole ama imeenda mbio. I thought I was like miaka tatu into the reign, but we still have 3 more years to go until 2027 is where we go. We're going to see if we're going to elect a new president ama atabaki pia ameendelea with the reign. But we still have plenty of new stories to go through. I'll be telling you why there is no relationship out here that is a perfect one. And then, of course, we have some sad news. This is concerning one of the best reporters we have ever had when it comes to the health sector. That is Nasibo. She was found somewhere and it wasn't a pleasing place, but we're going to look into that. But if you're a fan of music, Nyashinsky is back and this time he has dropped a brand new EP inaitwa To Whom It May Concern. Well, to whom it may concern, we're going to find out who is that. And then there is this raging war between Sakaja and His Excellency the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. We're going to find out what is happening. About now, wacha tusikize lewa ya Kabagazi One Boy Major kickstarting the show for us. Good evening and keep it Baze Radio. That is a morning call from a man like Harmonize all the way from Tanzania. Ikitufikisha exactly 12 minutes past 7 in the PM. If you're joining here about now, thank you so much for choosing Pump Up the Baze as your way to kickstart your weekend. It's been a long week, yes, but finally Friday is here and we're just going to kick back, relax and enjoy the rest of the week because we still have like 2 days to go. So tomorrow is on a Saturday, then on a Sunday we close the week and then the circle continues. Najina kuanga like wanasemanga weekend you blink, you snooze, you lose. Ukiamka asubuhi already it's Monday, but there is something that you can enjoy yourself with. For instance, if you tune into Baze Radio each and every day all along the weekend, you are going to get sure we are going to make sure that you get entertained and you feel very well. But if I go to the media world, it's not a happy moment because I saw none other than Nasibo Kabale, who's one of the best health reporter that we have, and she used to work for Nation Media, but she's living in the streets right about now. And the video that was going around, it was her asking for help just to gain her strength and be back on her feet. But the thing that really led her to go to the street, it was during the COVID-19 pandemic. So like a lot of guys were fired during that time, but for her and a couple of others remained, but they had to continue to cover the news on what is happening with COVID-19 and stuff like that. But in the due process, when she was in the field trying to look for information for us who are the consumers of the information, she ended up seeing a lot of dead people, death everywhere because of the COVID-19 and stuff like that, because she was into health and stuff. In that period, she ended up being diagnosed with depression. So depression is the one that really made her to go live in the streets, so that she didn't have a place to live and stuff like that. So she was depressed, sick, and ended up in the streets. So the video is going around and she was asking for help just like for a month or two just to get back to her feet. But we saw Eric Omondi with the Sisi kwa Sisi initiative. Amesema ya kwamba is going to look for a way to help her, and we are optimistic that in due time she will be able to be helped and for her to get back on her feet. So next up, I to skiza Soft Boy. This is from a man like Brokewood. Ikicheza through right here on baze.co.ke. So don't touch that dial, keep it Baze Radio. Yes, that is Mama Watoto from Bahati featuring DK kwenye beat, playing through right here on baze.co.ke. Remember, you can also listen to us via my Safaricom app or 716 0716250933. That is my WhatsApp number right in studio. They call me Mr. Billy, and the name of the show is Pump Up the Baze, whereby I come on your airwaves each and every Friday from 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. And I can see a lot of you already into the building. Thank you so much for choosing Pump Up the Baze as a way to kickstart your weekend in style. But speaking of Mama Watoto, Esther Musila, right? The wife to Guardian Angel, in a recent interview alikuwa anasema there is no relationship out here that iko perfect, right? And that had me thinking, yeah, because tumekuwa tukiona a lot of these celebrities wakirabit into our face, like how they enjoy each other, how they are perfect. But this year on a lot of breakups, zingine hata sijui kama ni clouds, zingine hatujui kama ni the right way of doing things. But mimi nakuanga tu na swali moja. Even if it's clout and you are clout, una clout yo, una chase your clout rather, sorry, una chase your clout, and you have like a kid who's in the picture. Your kid is growing, and one time the internet never forgets. Hiyo ni a fact. So that mtoto wako siku moja atakuja grow, then ataona dad na mom like there was a day waliachana na kumbe haikuwa kuachana, walikuwa nafanya kitu fulani ABCD and that. So in recent times we saw Eve Mungai with director Trevor, they broke up. We saw YY, you amekuwa recent YY with Maya pia waka break up. Now the rumors that are going around is that there was the cheating allegations here and there, so one was accusing another one. Sasa sahi the Pluto na Felicity pia again they are in the same. We had Flacco na Keranta, like all these people, if you see, they have one thing in common. Like most of them, they have a kid who is in the picture. So how would you explain to your kid that ikwa mom na dad tulikuwa tuna break up, it was just a thing we were doing just to make sure that we have food on the table? But I don't get the concept, I don't get the analogy, but it is what it is. So when we come back, tutakuwa tunajua why hakuna relationship again iko perfect. So on 0716250933 nataka uniambie what are the things that do make a relationship isikue a perfect one. On 0716250933 niambie what are the things that make a relationship not to be a perfect one. So next up tushikize Tamu, this is from the Exit Band na Furthermore. So tukirudi tutakuwa nasikiza Nu Baba, this is from Rain featuring K-Force and Steph Capella on baze.co.ke. Yes, that is Nu Baba. We can say Ooh Baba. I'm not a singer though, but I'm trying. That is from a man like Rain featuring K-Force and Steph Capella, playing through right here on baze.co.ke. It's exactly 30 minutes past 7 in the PM. If you're joining us about now, thank you so much and welcome to Pump Up the Baze with me, Mr. Billy. 0716250933. The discussion that you're having this evening, what are those, or what are some of those things that makes a relationship not to be a perfect one? This is in regards to Esther Musila, who said that under the sun or under the planet, everywhere, there is no relationship that is a perfect one. So I'm asking you as my listener this evening, what are those things that make a relationship not to be a perfect one? So speaking of Rain, actually Dr. Rain is a doctor, a qualified doctor with masters, and he is a pediatrician, and he was in the building yesterday, and they were promoting their new album, a collaborative album. It's called Awesome Rain, and this is a collaborative album between Dr. Rain and a man like Asam Gavi. He said his name is pronounced as Asam Gavi. So yes, but you may check that project out. It's available on all digital streaming platforms, and that interview also, if you missed it, you can rewatch it again on Baze Radio YouTube page. It's available there so that you can understand how these two masterminds they happened to come together. Because Dr. Rain alikuwa amechukua a hiatus. Is it called hiatus? Yeah, you know, like a break away from music, and he said he was concentrating on his masters, but when they linked up with Asam Gavi, just magic just happened. So the album inaitwa Awesome Rain. It's available on all streaming platforms. It's a 10-track album. So if you're wondering what you can listen to during the weekend, it's a good album. You can go if you love hip hop, you love rap, you love, you know, all aspects when it comes to rap. It's an album that you have to listen to. So next up, tuende all the way to Mombasa with Ariye Papa. This is from Susumila with Kashbiro, Ali B and Ali Waleo. Then we will listen to If Wishes Were Horses for Vijana Barubaru is yet to come through. Also Get Down from like Chidi Benz all the way from Tanzania featuring Nonini. Then my favorite, one of the tracks that I'm sure it will make it to the top tracks in 2024, Extra Pressure from Ben Sol featuring Bien also on the place. So keep it Baze Radio, don't touch that dial. Good evening. So the name of the song is called Get Down. Chidi Benz featuring Nonini playing through right on baze.co.ke. It's exactly 52 minutes past 7 in the PM. My name is Mr. Billy and the name of the show is Pump Up the Baze 0716250933. That's my WhatsApp number right in studio. Highlight me, niambi, how's your week coming along, man? What's the plan for the weekend? Uko na form, uko na kakitu bado umesota because hey, tuko 13th, tuko almost katikati ya mwezi na ile time wenye watu wanakulanga skuma na cabbage akisema you know what, I'm looking after my health. Wapi hakuna cha looking after my health, ni kusota umesota bro. Sasa hivi na mama Githeri mko hivi, wewe na mama Mboga mko hivi, now you are friends, but kakinge hivi end month when I'm sure wa butchery ndio mnakuanga friends. But nevertheless, it's all about good times, it's all about greatness, man. Every time you wake up and you feel you are okay, you feel you are good, you say thank you to Almighty. So speaking of Nonini has been a member, or rather amekuwa na lawsuits kadhaa here and there, and most of them in recent times they have been on his favor because like earlier this month he ended up winning a 4 million case which was a corporate dispute, and magistrate HM Nganga awarded the musician Herbert Nakitare, that is his full name, Nonini 4 million in a copyright infringement case involving an influencer and a television manufacturing company. But one interesting thing that I found out was that also if I was watching Ikonini podcast and on an episode where Bonke West was featured in on that, alikuwa anasema the song Ni Bebe remix, which is Nonini and Nyotandogo, was supposed to be released on the 14th of February this year, but haikuwa released, end up released in July, and this was because of a court case between Nonini and Ogopa DJs who were the producers of that song. So Nonini amebaki in recent times amekuwa akishinda hizi cases, and if you are in a court battle with Nonini, be warned because itakuongeza extra pressure. At the end of the day anaweza baki ameshinda hiyo kesi. So extra pressure, Ben Sol featuring Bien ikitufungia the hour. So see you in the next hour. Keep it bazeradio.co.ke. Call me Mr. Billy and this is bazeradio.co.ke. 0716250933. That's the WhatsApp number that you can holler at me. Jeff, I see you, thank you so much for tuning in. Christabel, I see you, thank you so much for tuning in. Mary, I see you as always. Cliff, uko ndani ya building na kuona hapo hivyo. Not forgetting a man like David, pia unasema uko ndani. And I see pia Judith, unasema you are tuned in. And not forgetting also I can see a man like who else do we have here? I can see a man like Frederick, pia unasema uko ndani. Thank you so much for choosing Pump Up the Baze as your ultimate way of kickstarting your weekend in style. It's exactly 3 minutes past 8 p.m. We're into the last hour, and this hour we're going to look at a few of sad stories because there was an accident along Kibwezi Kitui Road which claimed the life of young people. We're going to find out what happened there. Also, we're going to look at Nyashinsky's new EP, which is titled To Whom It May Concern. It's an interesting title, but we're going to find out who are featured on this EP. And one other thing is that acting Inspector General Gilbert Masegeti also amejifind in a tricky position. To find out what happened to him, but all that and many more in terms of music, because I can see Mama Yo from Malek Jivu featuring Maga also on the playlist. I can see Big Man from Feed Q featuring Rosarei pia iko kwa playlist. Masterpiece King featuring Scam Cardinali Utanigeti iko kwa playlist, and of course we're going to throw it a little bit back with Kamua Leo remix pia iko kwa playlist, and Ngata, that is PPP Pop hapo from Matata people kwa playlist. All this they're yet to come. All you need to do just keep it bazeradio.co.ke. Right about now, Mama Yo, Jivu and Maga. And I can see Steve anasema Mr. Billy, one of the things that makes a relationship not to last or not to be a perfect one is the secrets that these relationships do carry nowadays. A lot of people are secretive, even to the point of hiding their phones and hiding who they are talking to. So for such instances, there is no trust, and whenever there is no trust, there is no relationship. And guys, remember, if you're joining about now, thank you so much first of all for tuning in. But we're having this late discussion. What do you think are some of the issues that make a relationship not to be a perfect one? This is in regards to what Esther Musila said. Esther Musila is the wife to Guardian Angel, and she said that nowadays, under this sun, under the earth, you can never find a perfect relationship. So all relationships, they have up and down, but it just depends on how you relate with each other and how does it end up being. And that's why I'm asking you, what are some of the things that make a relationship not to be a perfect one? On 0716250933, that's the discussion that we are having right about now. And wasewa EPL, najua weekend imepita, imekuwa a long weekend, but don't worry, because the EPL is back this weekend. And Manchester United fans, najua you are not happy to hear this, but the first game itakuwa between Manchester United and Southampton, and it will be early kickoff at saa 8:30. Watu wakisikia saa 8:30 na early kickoff and Manchester United wanacheza, everybody's like, you know what the hell, man, why us? But that's how it is. But the biggest game of the weekend probably it will be on Monday, that is Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal. This is the London derby. But also we have Chelsea will be playing, and a lot of people will be looking at how Chelsea are going to play. So Chelsea will be playing on Saturday, that is tomorrow, versus Bournemouth. Itakuwa saa 4 za usiku. All this and many more when it comes to sports news. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow on Baze Radio from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Play by Play, whereby we talk matters sports. So next up, to tusikize Utani Get from Masterpiece King featuring Scam Cardinali, before Black from a man like Naiboy and Yashinsky itakuwa come through later on. This is Baze Radio, don't touch that dial. This is Black from a man like Nyashinsky and Naiboy on that one. And of course, Nyashinsky is considered one of the greatest when it comes to Kenyan music, and Naiboy also is amongst the top artists that we have in the 254. But sijui alikimbilia wapi, sijui alienda akaenda wapi, sijui alienda, but the word is that alienda United States of America. He's trying to build another life, but also rumors going around is that he might come back in the game. And of course, we are right here waiting for Naiboy to come back in the game. But that was Black playing through right on bazeradio.co.ke. Mr. Bill in the building. The name of the show is Pump Up the Baze, 0716250933. That's my WhatsApp number. Next up, tunaskiza Yende Yuye, that is from Flex Fab, Zilla Bass, and Restaurant. But before we get into that, Nyashinsky has finally released a new EP, and the EP is titled To Whom It May Concern. So the EP has a total number of 6 songs, and the first song is One of One, that's track number 1. Track number 2 is G2, whereby Nyashinsky featured the OG and Savara on that one. Then track number 3 is Bluff. Track number 4 is Dopamine. Then track number 5 is Silencer. Then track number 6 is Busy. So the EP is available on all streaming platforms, and it was nice to see Nyashinsky back again in the game, because Nyashinsky ni ule mse anatoanga muziki anaonjesha, and then it takes a little bit of time, then he comes back again, it takes a little bit of time, but it's interesting. And what now a lot of people will be looking forward to is if he's going to release videos for these songs, because we want to see the visuals again for these songs. But it's a dope album. And if you want something again to chill and enjoy yourself, vibe with, you can go and listen to Whom It May Concern. This is a new album from a man like Nyashinsky, which is available on all streaming platforms. So next up, tusikize Yende Yuye, Flexifab, featuring Zilla Bass and Restaurant, ikicheza through right here on bazeradio.co.ke. Don't touch that dial. Good evening. So that is Wanabonga too from Kalamashaka. and it's playing through right here on baze.co.ke. The name of the show is Pump Up the Baze. I'm afraid I'm coming to the end of the show, but thank you so much to everybody who tuned in from the beginning of the show, that is from 7 p.m. until now. If you're joining it about now, still you're not late. We still have some few minutes to kick it with you, but the music that is lined up for you until tomorrow is very incredible. That is going to make sure that you have a good night and you enjoy yourself tonight as you party in different places, man. If you're partying in the house, well and good, the uni plan. And if you are able to go out to a club and drink 1, 2, 3, also that is also allowed. Come on, you're kicking out with your girl, your friends, also peer uniform. But all in all you need to do just to take care of yourself, because manze, as we go back to just the basics of having sherehe, wanasemanga excessive consumption of alcohol is harmful to your health, and do not drink and drive manze. Kama unaendesha, make sure that uko na designated driver. If mmeenda sherehe, mmeenda party, mmeenda mahali, all this is just to make sure that tomorrow when we wake up, we are all safe and we are all good. So I just want to remind you that you still stand a chance to win yourself Baze Radio merchandise. All you need to do is just go to 0716250933 and let me know how many shows do we have on Baze Radio, and you tell me the name of the show and the presenters of the show. And if you do that on 0716250933, you stand a chance to walk away with Baze Radio merchandise, of which they're looking beautiful, man. You'll be the die-hard fan of Baze Radio, and I would love you, my listener, to walk away with this Baze Radio merchandise. So next up, tuko nasikiza Nadia Mukami with Malisafi, which she featured Prince Inda on that, and then Okelo Max, of which this is part of her brand new album, The Queen of the East. Make sure that you go to all distribution platforms and you look for that album, Iko Inja, and it's making waves. Then talk on Skiza African Star, Sauti Sol featuring Burna Boy, and Sauti Sol announced that towards the end of the year we're going to have another Soulfest. So despite them splitting, it doesn't mean that Soulfest won't happen. So if you had missed Sauti Sol, make sure that you make a date with them. December, around December, they'll announce the dates of when the next Soulfest is going to happen. So make sure that you keep an eye on that one, and you'll see miss on that. Alafu Lamaz Span KOB with this brother, the OG Miss Yogopi, tufungia show. So thank you so much, and towards the end of the show we always raise our glasses up, we say salute for a successful show, and we thank God for making it successful. Peace. See you tomorrow from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. on the Sports Show.